Tommy, thanks for joining me. Coming into a busy Easter period, how's the state of the squad looking going forward?
We're good, we're healthy, and we've had a good week's training. Slightly different, obviously, with the game being on a Friday and then again on the Monday. But everybody's looking forward to a really busy holiday weekend for a lot of people, but it's certainly not a holiday for the lads and the staff here.
How do you prepare differently with the turnaround from Friday to the Monday game and also the level of opposition you're playing?
Well, yeah, obviously with the two tough games. I mean, the first one at Notts County, it'll likely be the biggest crowd we've played in front of this season, I'm guessing. So I think everybody's looking forward to that kind of occasion. It's why we want to be in this division. It's why we want to retain our status in this division. And hopefully we'll take a few people there, because again, it's not a million miles away from here like some of the visits we have. But you know, at the end of the day, it isn't that different from a Tuesday to a Saturday game. The only difference is you have one less day from the previous game going into our Good Friday fixture. So we've had the same day off as we normally have. We'll have one less training day going in, but then we've had one more rest day. So from that point of view, I'm confident that with what we've seen and what we think we can affect in the game, we can make that game plan happen at some stage. And like I said, I don't look much beyond that game. The other staff have been looking at this and the next game simply because there's not much of a turnaround between. So we'll be in training on Saturday after the game on Friday, and we'll let the lads have their time with families on Easter Sunday before going again against Grimsby.
And as far as the opposition, not just who we're playing, but also the likes of Aldershot, do you kind of have an eye on what's going on there? How does that feature for your guys?
I'll tend to know who they're playing, and I'll look at all the fixtures results. At the end of the game, but I can't affect what they do, so I don't worry about what I can't control. At the end of the day, we have to just keep the momentum that we've built. You know, I think it's 6 or so games now that we've remained unbeaten, and of course, if you remain unbeaten, you keep adding points to the tally. So sorry, we lost once in that period against Stockport, but who doesn't? So from that point of view, it's been a fruitful period for us, and if we can take out of the next 6 games what we've just taken out of the previous, then you know, I think we'll give ourselves the best chance we possibly can to stay in the division, and that's what the aim's been from the beginning. We knew it wasn't an easy task, but ultimately we're giving ourselves a chance by certainly the last sort of couple of months.
And as far as the actual fitness of the players going into this break, I mean, forgetting the sort of long-term fitnesses and stuff like that we know about, how are people like Josh recovering? How's the state of play going into the weekend? Yeah,
Josh, he came off on Saturday with a tightness. He actually took a hell of a whack early in the game, which might well have affected the fact that he became tight, but he was marked from near enough his thigh down to his ankle. And it wasn't even a foul, I don't think. It was just a coming together of legs and boots and whatever. But he trained on Tuesday, and I expect him to train again this morning. So other than Josh, everybody else came through the game well enough. One of the lads has had a bereavement in the family, and he missed a day's training early in, but I fully expect him to come back and be involved again. So from that point of view, yeah, only the longer term ones are still that, but there's a horizon certainly for Harry, and we expect him back in training early next week.
And of course, Michael scored his 50th goal the other day. Obviously, that's a big achievement for anybody.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, he was very quick to tell me on the Monday as well that was his 299th game. So it's a good return for a midfield player. You know, it's 1 in 6 games, and I think he's been here 7 years. So he's averaged over 40 games a season, which is no mean feat. It's a credit to him in terms of the way he looks after himself away from the football club. But yeah, with it being his 300th game in the venue like Meadow Lane, that's a hell of an achievement for the lad, and he deserves it. And hopefully the club will be doing something for him because of that milestone that he's achieved here on Monday against Grimsby.
What represents a good Easter for Kings Lynn Town and Tommy?
Big Easter egg for me, straight away. As many points as we can get. You know, at the end of the day, we're under no illusion. We've got 2 tough fixtures, you know, in a very short space of time against 2 of what I would class as the biggest clubs in this division, and probably 2 of the biggest clubs that have ever been in the division. So from that point of view, it's no easy task. But I think if you can't enjoy these fixtures, and I mean that, you know, not just fans can enjoy football, staff can. You can enjoy pitting your wits against clubs, far more resources than you, but ultimately it's 11v11, it's mano a mano, and if anybody watched the Manchester City game at Atletico Madrid last night, you can see there's a different style in one half from Atletico Madrid and the second half, so they can play they can turn up as two different people in the same game. So I think we have to do a little bit of that, but ultimately not to the level that they did it, mind. But we have to play what's right for us, and not allow the opposition to play their game in its entirety, because their depth in their squad is bigger than ours. But ultimately, they'll have 2 arms, 2 eyes, 2 legs, and we have to go face to face with them on each of the 2 days.